Welcome to Tar Heel Monsters, everybody. If you were directed here through a link on my other channel, Miss Lola's Hair and More, thank you so much for joining me. If you like my content, and I hope that you do, please subscribe, like, and share my videos. And don't forget to comment. Today's case is a recent one and is also extremely heartbreaking. It focuses on a very real problem in our society. Make sure to comment and let me know what you think. Mr. Bob, please tell us about this story.
Yes, ma'am. On Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022, at approximately 11 p.m., the Gates County Sheriff's Office responded to a welfare check on 26-year-old Shadae Roscoe at her home in the 700 block of North Carolina 37 South in Gates County. Once on the scene, deputies found Shadae visibly pregnant and unresponsive. She was pronounced deceased on the scene by Gates County Emergency Medical Services. Her unborn child did not survive. Deputies learned that Shadae had been involved in a domestic-related incident with her boyfriend, Wilson Taquan Williams, earlier that day. Authorities wanted to talk to him immediately, but learned he had fled the scene before the deputies arrived. The Gates County Sheriff's Office issued a BOLO, a be on the lookout to surrounding North Carolina counties and Virginia for Williams. The next day, Wednesday, May 4th, Wilson turned himself into the sheriff's office. He was charged with first-degree murder and held without bond at Albemarle District Jail in Elizabeth City, North Carolina.
A woman is dead following what Gates County Sheriff's deputies are calling a domestic incident. They've charged Wilson Williams with first-degree murder. 10 on your side's Andy Fox spoke with the victim's mother.
Shadae Roscoe's mother, with a friend, came here to this home to check on her daughter. When she got here, Shadae was dead. Nikki Roscoe did not want to appear on camera, but gave us this picture of her and her daughter Shadae. Tonight, she weeps.
She was my only child. Loving. She loved. She cared. Her smile.
Ms. Roscoe got a call from a friend.
Her friend called me and told me, Miss Nikki, could you go check on Shadae? I was like, what's going on?
The friend goes in and relays the bad news.
One of her friends just shook her head, and I just walked out, and I couldn't.
Wilson Williams, now charged with first-degree murder, went on the run, but also called Mrs. Roscoe.
He called me, and he was like, I was like, what did you do? What did you do? I said, what did you do? He said, I want you to take care of Bryson. And then he hung up.
Bryson is their 5-year-old son.
Wilson Williams and Shadae Roscoe lived together with their 5-year-old son, Bryson, at their home located south of Gatesville on North Carolina 37. According to court transcripts, there were instances of domestic violence between the couple. The day of the murder, the family was seemingly having a pleasant time at a cookout at an acquaintance's home when Wilson told Shadae to meet him back at their house. She did not appear to be stressed or under duress when she left the cookout, but once there, home surveillance showed Wilson Williams assaulting Shadae by hitting and kicking her and ultimately shooting her one time in the back of the head as she lay defenseless on the ground. By the accounts of family and friends, Shadae was a devoted mother to her son Bryson and a loving partner to Wilson Williams. She was a nurse and really dedicated to her profession. Despite there being a record of domestic violence in the relationship, her family and friends were not aware of the degree of abuse she had endured from Wilson Williams. On August 7, 2025, 3 years after the murder, a Gates County, North Carolina jury returned guilty verdicts for 29-year-old Wilson Taquan Williams. Superior Court Judge Eula E. Reed sentenced Williams to 240 to 300 months for the second-degree murder of Shadae Nicole Roscoe and life without parole for the death of her unborn child. The sentence for the second-degree murder charge was the maximum allowed under North Carolina law. The sentence of life without parole for the death of the unborn child was mandated by state statute. Wilson Williams will spend the rest of his life behind bars for the callous murder of Shadae Roscoe, the mother of his son, the woman he professed to love. Listen to what District Attorney Jeff Cruden had to say about this case.
Cases of domestic violence are often the most difficult for us to prosecute and, unfortunately, often the most tragic. Miss Roscoe found herself in an abusive relationship and unfortunately, because of that relationship, she lost her life and the life of her unborn child.
Cruden said that Shadae Roscoe's parents, Terrence and Nikki Roscoe, along with many family members and close friends, were in the courtroom during the trial and when the verdicts were returned. He added that Shadae Roscoe's aunt, Wendy Lassiter, read a very emotional victim impact statement for the family and informed the court that the family had started the Shadae Foundation, a nonprofit to help spread awareness of domestic violence.
Any loss of life is tragic. But to die at the hands of someone that you loved and trusted makes the loss even more difficult to bear. Hopefully, with the help of the Shadae Foundation and other organizations like that one, someone may find the courage and the support they need to free themselves from an abusive relationship.
If you or someone you know might be a victim of domestic violence or child abuse, click the link in the description of this video for a list of local and national resources.